Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Stretch of Identity podcast. I'm your host, Shelly Rabang. This podcast is where we talk to first and second generation Canadian entrepreneurs, like my guest, Jeremy here.
Hi.
Hello. And so Jeremy here, so he owns the Upscale Detailing Studio. How do I say it?
Upscale Detailing Studio.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, where'd you grow up?
Grew up around Sargent area
Okay.
on a home street. Parents came to Canada in 91, I believe.
Damn, you know that much?
I think so, yeah. I think that's right.
Yeah.
But grew up in the West End and then moved to the South, I think 2003. It sounds so far from now, but yeah, 2003 I moved to the South, and basically my whole class was full of, I guess, white kids, and I was like the only kind of colored Filipino kid in the class. And then they were all bringing kind of the same kind of items and stuff to class. And I brought, I think it was like a walis. And then I don't know why I brought a walis to class.
That's hilarious, yeah.
But they're like, yo, this guy brought a broom.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, like this walis,
Yeah.
it's a show and tell, right? So I'm like, hey, this walis reminds me of my Lola. Because every time I come home, she'd be sweeping the floor, kind of just cleaning around.
Yeah.
And then I feel like it was just such a different item, and I was just questioning it.
Right.
So then I was like, And as a kid, right, you kind of just
Wonder.
you question everything, you wonder. You're still in that phase, right? You don't know what's
Wait.
where you really belong.
Exactly.
And then when this happens, when you move from like predominantly like Filipino school, Wellington school, all the way to the South, it doesn't hurt, but it's just different. So you spend your days just questioning, oh, what's going on over here, you know?
Right? Did you ever? Is it a different story? Because I just find as a male Filipino, did you have a lot of restrictions growing up?
I did, yeah. We had time curfews. They had to know exactly who the parents were. I mean, like that's a common thing, but it was like you're basically never allowed to go out.
Right.
So it's like, here's your homework done, blah blah. Is your grades good?
Right.
If you get a bad grade, like I wasn't very good in school. I'll just say that, like especially from like K to 8, especially K to 8.
Just to transition into the topic of like what you went to school for.
Right.
Do you feel so? You went to school for engineering,
Yes.
and was that where was that?
Red River.
Red River.
Yeah.
Was that something that you felt that your parents kind of set upon you, or how did that go about for you to take that?
Originally, I always looked up to my dad, and I was like, oh, I want to be like my dad one day.
Yeah.
Because he was my role model for most of the years, right? So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna be an engineer. Found out that electrical engineering was too hard.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do civil. So I did civil.
Right.
As a Filipino household, all my ates, my sisters, my cousins, they went to like either nursing, pharmacy, medical school.
Right.
I was like, okay. As a male in a Filipino household, it's like, hey, engineering.
Right.
Literally just engineering. That's your only choice.
Right.
Right. So I did that, and it was tough.
How long did you do that for?
It was, I think, 3 or 4 years. It was a while back.
Like the degree or like your actual occupation?
Oh, so the degree. The occupation was from, I think it was like 5 or 6 years in the field.
Holy cow.
So I did move from office to office, but at the same time, they all kind of felt the same. You know?
Right. Now opening the detailing studio, like how did that go about?
Okay, I think ever since I was a kid, I was like always like creative, and then when I was, since grade 4, there was always like chances to make video projects for like group projects, and they're like, okay, you can make a video if you want. I'm like, okay, bet.
Yeah.
So then I made videos with my friends. Like, it was stupid. Like, we're just running around, doing whatever, and I enjoyed that part of it. Which led to in college, I didn't have a job in college because I was doing social media management for businesses, for restaurants.
Whoa.
So I kind of took that craft, and I was like doing their Instagram, doing their Facebook.
Right.
And I didn't feel like it was work to me.
Right, nice.
So I was like, okay, I guess I do have a business.
Yeah.
This is a business. And I was like, this is nice.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was going to school, doing civil engineering. So I was going like back and forth. I was like, hey, what do I want to do? Mm-hmm. So that's where I got the whole business aspect, I guess.
Right, because you're already doing it.
Yeah. One thing of doing something by yourself, your own way, and then the other thing is having your own business. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you opened up Upscale Detailing because you were like, I'm already running a business for social media. How did it go from civil engineering, social media, and you said it was like for restaurants and all that. How did that go towards auto, like cars?
I always liked cars as well. So
Okay.
like growing up, I was like, I always had those like little Hot Wheels things.
Oh, nice.
But I never realized it till I got my own car.
Right.
It wasn't something crazy. It was like an Acura TL.
Right.
Like, I loved watching it, and I never realized that until I started watching videos. I was like, oh shit, I can make money off of this. So I started watching my friends' cars, my family's cars.
Oh, like just for fun?
Yeah, just for fun. And for the longest time, it felt like I was just having fun.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And then someone gives me $50 or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
I was like, oh, nice.
All right.
So then I kept doing that on the side while I was working at the engineering firm. So I was like, okay, I have an appointment here. I'll do that after work. Drive to their house, my little car.
Right.
Clean their car there. And then the next day happens.
Huh.
And then it picks up, and then eventually it just became a thing.
Right.
So then I was left with like fighting between, okay, do I want to work at this office?
Right.
Which I did enjoy, don't get me wrong. Like I did enjoy that job because architecture was really one of my interests growing up as a kid.
Right.
Especially through high school. Just like looking at all like old buildings and like, oh, how did they do that? This is nice. It kind of tied in with the photography part too, like doing videography, like framing a shot. Like how does an architect think of a building design?
Right.
I feel like it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
Like, how would you frame this building? You know what I mean?
Yeah. When did you decide that you should start charging people, like for, let's just say, whatever you charge, right? What was your deciding factor on making that decision?
It's funny actually. When I was doing detailing on the side, and then I got laid off from my architecture job, I sat down. I'm like, hey, how much do I really make at this architecture job?
Right.
So then apparently after taxes, it was like $180 a day. So I was like, hey, that's my price now. Per car. Like that's it.
Nice.
And then it just went off like from there.
Nice. What?
So
that's solid.
that was just my thinking process. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna make this worth it.
Nice. Yeah. First of all, how did you bring it up to your parents that you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They knew I was doing it on the side, and they're like, okay, whatever. But they're always like, make sure you have a full-time job, blah blah blah.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Don't be stupid. I always hear that in like Tagalog. Don't be stupid.
How do you say that in Tagalog?
Actually,
How do you say it? Yeah.
I looked at him.
Yeah, I know. Don't look at
Don't. He's out there.
Okay, that's okay. You don't have to.
Yeah, but it's just like, you know,
right.
nothing to support the business. It's always just like,
right. Just
stay in your job.
Yeah.
Stay in your job.
Yeah.
Even though you don't feel comfortable, like they never ask, like, do you even like what you're doing?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, do you have a job?
Yeah. I guess my question for you, like, what was your turning point on, not, I don't even know necessarily want to call it a turning point, but what was your point of being like, hey, I don't need my parents. I'm just gonna move on. I don't need to have this support from my parents. Did you feel that way with your parents when you opened the business and even before?
Yeah, I mean, at first, like, obviously you want to hear that support, but then I realized, okay, I'm never gonna get what I want.
Right.
From my parents, at least. And I was like, okay, well, this is working for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still able to support myself, so why don't I just do it?
Right.
Despite not having the words that I want to hear from them, it's like, okay, if I work at this job,
right,
I'm still gonna be upset with myself.
Right.
But if I follow my dreams, maybe one day I'll actually hear those words from them. Right.
Right. Have you?
Have
you?
like little you know, like sulfate, like, you know what I mean?
Sulfate.
Every now and then. But
Nice.
definitely now that I have like an actual shop and whatever, it's better now.
Yeah.
But you need those words from someone like that, like early on in the stages.
Yeah.
Because not everyone gets to like 5 years in, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
And it's
Are you
still
5
hard.
years in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't feel
Nice.
like it, but
That's solid.
and when I started, it was like 2019, 2020. So in 2020, like a lot of COVID businesses popped up.
Right.
And it was like kind of like reinventing the wheel almost with everything. Because a lot of businesses shut down, a lot of businesses prospered.
Right.
So it's like, which businesses are recession proof?
Right.
I'm not saying everyone needs a car clean, but it's like, you know,
I mean,
there's an industry for it. So I kind of just believed in that aspect. And then a lot of my friends were on kind of the same wavelength, just starting their own businesses, as like making cookies.
Oh, nice.
Just like stuff from home.
Yeah.
Making little bracelets and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
And they're Filipino too, which helped.
Oh.
So it was like, okay, we're all in this together. We're all taking risks.
Yeah.
Our parents don't necessarily like us right now, but
Yeah.
we're here. We're out here.
Yeah. Let's just say, if you had a piece of advice, so a stepping stone for someone who's wanting to start a venture with no support, what would you say would be their first step?
I guess find out what they like. You know, really sit down with yourself and just think about what really sparks their mind. I'm not saying monetize your passions, but you know, if you find out you like the arts or whatever, or like you always realize you take pictures all the time. You're the photographer in the family. Maybe you should just take some photos. See where that takes you.
Right.
You know, don't ever feel afraid of like giving it a shot.
Right.
Because I did.
Right.
I took a shot with photography too. And then at the end of the day, it's like now you just see things in different perspectives.
Right.
Which is great. But starting out from scratch, definitely like figure out what your obligations are, you know, and figure out if this fits within that kind of realm. Because if you're in a different stage of life, you have to be realistic too. Yeah. Because when I started, I was just coming out of school. Like I can do whatever. But I can imagine someone with like a family or like they have a mortgage on their line. Right. You gotta be realistic. Nice. And you can't just throw everything out the window. Yeah. So there's that. If it's a side hustle, keep it as a side hustle. Yeah. You know, but you never know. You really don't know where life will take you. Just I always tell myself, like, literally, I just like in the mirror, I was like, okay, just do your best. No. You know, affirmation. Like just do your best, bro. Like, because you're all you got. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? So. Tears in my eye. Oh my gosh. That's solid. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. So again, everybody, this is Jeremy from Upscale Detailing Studio, and I'm Shelly
for everyone who would like to, find you, where can they find you?
Upscale Detailing Studio, 477 Century Street, by Pull Apart.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah.
Nice. Instagram?
Upscale Detailing Studio.
Okay, awesome. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you everyone for listening. We'll catch you on the next one. Yay!
Nice.
Solid!
I was about to cry, bro.
Yeah, the sub, bro.
Yeah, that was
Solid.